Good morning. It is week 2 of my weekly vlogging. I feel like garbage this morning, so that's cool. Luckily, Callie-L has been an absolute darling about it. She's not being overly demanding. She's just being soups cute. My computer's updating, and then I have to get some special orders on Etsy done. So yeah, then I'm gonna just try and chill. And maybe do a little embroidering because my stomach just is not happy with me. I don't know. It's like 11 o'clock-ish, 11:30, I guess, now at this point. And my stomach's feeling better, which is good, but I'm trying to edit last week's video clips. And my Surface keyboard has entirely given up on life, which is less good. Be nice to Mako. Surface is still on the fritz, so I'm gonna have to wait until this baby's second nap so that I can go up to my office and use my big computer there. It's lunchtime. Callie-L's having some sweet potatoes that are roasted, some milk that I pumped, and some bananas and yogurt. This baby was asleep, so I started editing my videos from last week up here in the office. But, of course, cats woke her up. Shocking, I know. So now she's sort of helping me. She really just doesn't want to be here. She was on the floor, but she wanted up, and now she's up, and she just wants to grab at all my papers. So I don't know how much longer this is going to be happening. I convinced Kylie that she should come grocery shopping with us, so I'm not dreading it quite so much now. Gonna get ready and then go pick her up. Stop that. I have literally the most dramatic baby. You'll see she is blocked from me by the tiniest piece of plastic. So we are in the car waiting for Kylie to come out. Hi, Callie-L. You see her in the mirror back there? That mirror is one of the best things ever. If you know someone who is having a baby and you have a baby shower to go to and you don't know what to get them, absolutely get them one of those mirrors, because let me tell you, trying to drive around with a newborn and you can't see it, and it's just horrible. And when they're bigger, you can make faces at them and try and entertain them while you're waiting in the car. So that's my recommendation of the day. Definitely get a car backseat mirror for babies. We're back from the grocery store, and we got junk dinner to eat tonight. I got Red Baron pizzas for me and Chris, and I got Callie-L some baby ravioli that have turkey and vegetables in them. Eat it. Good job. That baby was horrendous last night. She started crying at 1 and cried till 1:45 and then finally fell asleep, and then 5 minutes later immediately started crying again. So I was dumb and I let her come into our bed, where she proceeded to just thrash around and kick me and try and stand up and jump around for most of the evening. And then around 5 o'clock, I guess, she wanted to nurse, so I did, and she fell asleep, and I put her back in her own gosh darn bed, and she stayed there until, probably 8:30, which was 15 minutes ago. So that was awesome, and I got to actually, get dressed and put my mascara on and stuff without a screaming baby pulling on my pant legs, so that was good. But anyway, today is Tuesday, and that's one of the days that I go work. So I am packing Callie-L's lunch and making my coffee, and then I'll drop her off at my sister's house. From picking Callie-L up at my sister's house, and she was dead asleep. I carried her out to the car asleep. I buckled her in, drove the whole way home. She was out cold. As soon as we got in the door, she was wide awake. Chicken and dumplings for dinner tonight. And we're going to start off with some of the stock I made last week. See how it's frozen in this convenient 16-ounce portion. Now all I have to do is pop it out of this bag and put it in the pot. I've got some refrigerator biscuits, and I'm going to season them with a little poultry seasoning, and I'm going to roll them out and cut them into bits. Now my stock and water combo, it's 16 ounces of stock and 16 ounces of water, and I'm going to dump all these little pieces of biscuits and the surrounding flour into the pot so that that'll make it nice and thick. So I've been letting that boil. You can see they puffed up at first, like these guys are still a little puffy, but then as they cook down they get thinner and sink to the bottom again to get the real good dumplingness. I'm gonna let this boil for a little longer, and then I'm gonna add 2 cans of canned chicken. I can really attach to this stuff because it's super cheap, and if you're like putting it in something like this, I personally can't really tell the difference, and it's a lot easier than having to cook the chicken, so whatever. But yeah, this smells amazing, and I was a little worried there that it wasn't going to come together, but it's starting to look really good. Of course, Chris just let me know that he's going to be home late, so again, dinner's done too early. I think we may be misunderstanding the use of a fork. Today I woke up with a headache, and also I came downstairs to find that Chris had left my milk that I pumped last night out, even though he promised he would put it in the fridge before he went to bed. So that is not cool. I'm hardly pumping at all anymore because she's, getting older, and I just hate pumping. But I don't want to transition her to real milk yet, so this is really irritating, and I'm already in a grumpy mood, and it's 8:30 in the morning, so hopefully the coffee, which you might hear brewing behind me, is going to help a little bit with that. So, it's this baby's first nap. I should put her down and go pack an Amazon box, but we're so cozy. And now cats are coming. It's gonna get more cozy. Don't step on her. Life is hard. So I managed to pry myself out from under that baby. It took a lot of willpower, but I gotta get that money so I can stay home with her. And I'm up here assessing my inventory right now. I want to get a box out, and I'd like to get as much out as possible since, Black Friday, Cyber Monday is coming up real soon. So I'm going to try and cram as much of this into one of these boxes as I possibly can. I got almost everything into the box, and now I'm printing up a label, and hopefully we're going to drop it off at Staples today. Hi. She's unfolding laundry as fast as I fold it. I should have known better than to do this on the floor, I suppose. I ended up falling asleep with Callie-L when she went down for her second nap, and got out of the house a little later than I wanted to for the snow running, but we're out, and that's the important part. It's like 3:45, and it feels to me like it's at least 6 o'clock at night, because I don't know, I'm still screwed up from this time change and just how dark and dreary it is today, and I'm tired and my head hurts, and it just feels like nighttime. I don't know. We're here at my parents' house waiting for my sister to come out. Here working on an Etsy order, and Chris is editing our podcast, and I guess we'll probably just do that until it's time for me to pump and then go to bed. So my Surface hasn't been working. Well, I mean, the keyboard on it hasn't been working for weeks, months now. I went upstairs and I cleaned the little nodules here with some rubbing alcohol, and now it'll work with Chris's case, with Chris's keyboard cover, but not with mine. And I think I see what the problem is. See, on his, all of the little nubbies there are sticking up. On mine, you can see 2 of the nubbies are stuck down in. So I'm going to try and pry them up with a tweezers or something. And this baby is totally fine. She just doesn't like that I'm using a computer and not holding her instead, or alternately letting her use the computer. So I spent a little time with an X-Acto knife and some tweezers. And I, pried at these a little bit. And you can see they're not up as far as the rest of them, but they are up a little bit. I'm going to have to wash that again. You can see the gunk that I cleared out of the nubs is kind of all over there. You can see that now my mouse is moving again. My keys are lit up. Everything's working again, so hopefully I fixed it. Slight change in plans. I just got a rush order. So I'm going to get this out, and then I'm going to go back downstairs and use my Surface some more, now that it's working, to research some fan fiction for tonight's podcast recording. While I was showering, my wonderful husband made some, what is it? Garlic parmesan, asparagus, and what's the salmon? Asian stuff.
Asian inspired, we'll call it. No, get my way.
I'm here at my co-host's house to record our podcast. It's 7:45, I think. So it's gonna be a long night. So, hi, it's Friday and I'm exhausted. I didn't get to bed till like 1:30 last night because I was out late recording the podcast, and I had to come home and pump and, all that jazz. So I'm like so tired, and someone who you might be able to hear banging around in the background here thought that it was a good idea to get up at 6:30 today when she usually gets up at 8. So I'm like dead on my feet here, but I'm getting her lunch together to take to my sister's, and so I just thought I'd give you a little glimpse at that. Okay, so in here we've got some chicken finger bits and some tiny peanut butter sandwich bits. This is an ice cube frozen there's really small sliced carrots in there, so when you heat it up in the microwave, the ice will melt away, and they'll be nice and smushy for her to eat with her fingers, because that's all she wants to do these days. This one I'm not opening because it's boring. It's just filled with the baby oatmeal. 2 bottles of milk. In here we have an ice cube of pear and cinnamon puree. That'll get added to the cereal and some of the milk. And then in here I have a banana and some yogurt to smush together. And then I have her ice chewer because she's got some teeth coming in, and that just makes everybody's day a lot better. That clock is wrong. It's actually 8:42. I haven't changed it yet. I'm at work now, and I'm going to take some time out to do a really important job, which is try and make a pumpkin spice latte at home. So I think I'm making a separate video about that. If you want to see how that goes, then check that video out. So that's what's in a K-cup. If you've never torn a K-cup open, that's what's in there. So I just got done working, and I'm on my way back to my mom's house now because we're gonna have, late night there tonight. Just to clarify, my husband used to work late one night a week, and on that night I would go over to my parents' house for dinner because I didn't like being alone at home. But now he doesn't work late anymore, but I still go over there every Friday for dinner, so that's what that means when I say fake late night. We went to Target today instead of going to the gym. to walk around. It kind of counts as a workout, right? But I ended up getting Callie's Thanksgiving outfit, and I'm really, really excited about it. But I'm not going to show it to you because I want it to be a surprise. So you'll see that in next week's video. Hi, beautiful girl.
My dad made them.
We stopped at the farmer's market so I could get 2 packs of rolls for Thanksgiving. Super excited about them. They're my favorite. And this year, the cat is not going to eat them. I'm going to a girls' afternoon, and I am mixing up some sour cream and onion dip to take with me, and then I'm going to stop for chips on the way. It's about 6:30, and I'm home from my ladies' afternoon. That's right, Callie. It's very nice to see you too. It's extremely windy and cold outside all of a sudden, and we're trying to decide what to have for dinner. I know she does.
No, no.
I'm not sure if you can see them on this recording, but there's flurries happening outside. Time to wash dishes, everybody's favorite activity. It's pretty obvious that the temperature dropped to 24 degrees last night because all the cats are collecting around the heat vent that's under this hutch. At the grocery store, they had all sorts of, like, craft sodas, I guess you would call them, and this one sounded really weird, so I got it, and I'll let you know how it is. It is weird, but it is good weird. It definitely, I can taste both distinct flavors. It's weird, but good. I like it. Hi. So we're back from groceries and lunch, and it's about 4:30. It's still really, really super windy outside. I don't know if you can see the trees swaying out the window over there. It's really horrible. We have huge pine trees next to the house, and every time it's windy, I'm so afraid they're going to blow over on the house. But anyway, I am here. My ever-present shadow is also here, right? Yeah. I brought a box of product downstairs, so I'm going to sit down here and pack and watch YouTube with her because I would ideally like to get a box out tomorrow, and in order to do that, I need to get packing. Cats won't stop marauding, so I'm gonna feed them. That's right, Fig. Oh no, groceries. The only good one. I'm having chicken and waffles again. This is a Hungry Man version. It's got mashed potatoes, chicken and waffles, and I think a cranberry dessert, right? Yeah? Yeah.